how did you get involved in coaching boys varsity swimming?
I was a swimmer in high school here at Romeo. In my senior year, the varsity swim coach came up to me and he's like, hey, let's start an age group swim team, which we started the Romeo Dolphins back in 1994. And that led into, hey, I need an assistant for the varsity team. And I started varsity coaching in 1994.
So you've been coaching varsity for almost
30 years.
30 years.
Yep.
That's how good my math is.
Yeah,
I went to
right.
Eisenhower, so my math isn't that good.
Yeah.
So that's a good long time. So you've seen a lot. You've seen a lot. Tell us, how does a high school swim meet work? How do you score points? What's it all, I guess it goes in some sort of order or what?
Yeah. So you have 6 people that can score between the two teams. Or 5 people that can score between the two teams, 6 swimmers. You get points for first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. The most you can score, so there's 16 points per event to split up between the two teams. So 6th place don't get any points. And what it is just pretty much you're putting your best swimmers against their best swimmers in every event, similar to track. And you just try to match up their times with yours to come out at the end. Diving is also part of the events. They do 6 dives. They have to have 5 different categories of dives, and then an optional. And each week there's an mandatory dive they have to be able to do, whether it be a back dive or a front dive or reverse. And then they score just like the swimmers do. And at the end. And then we have 3 relay events where 4 swimmers swim their discipline, either be 100 yards or 50 yards. And it seems they always go faster because they're swimming with their buddies, and they don't want to let their teammates down. So relays are my favorite. And then relay score, you can only score 2 relays, no matter how many you put in. So you can either take first and third, first and second. So only 3 spots score in that place. So
is it tough to find divers?
Yes. And we're looking for divers currently. So if anybody's watching, we always look for best divers are dancers, gymnasts, skateboarders, parkour, anyone who likes to do flips or just has no fear.
I'm a belly smacker.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I can do a good belly smack swan dive.
Well, I tell you what, I get black and blue stomach. That's how good I am.
Yeah.
But I mean, diving is really a skill, and I would see where you'd want to get somebody in the little gymnastics background.
Right. It really doesn't take any experience. It's just having the willing to learn. We have a great dive coach, Jen Williams. She does a great job for us. She also coaches 3 other teams in the area as well. So,
you've been around a while, so you've been coaching for a while, and you evolved into probably a certain style. What would you describe your coaching style as?
I guess I would describe it as flexible, because each swimmer is different, each personality is different. One kid you can explain how to do freestyle one way, go tell the next kid the exact same way, and he doesn't get it. But you change your words, change the way you teach them, and all of a sudden they get it and they take off. So I like to consider myself flexible in that manner. I really think swimming used to be where you just pound yards. We still do a lot of yards.
That means just people get the pole.
You're doing length after length after length.
Okay.
And you're looking at that black line on the bottom. Swimming is probably the most boring sport, but it's also the hardest sport, I feel. And I feel that it's the most, you get the most out of it.
Okay. And maybe this year so far, how are you guys doing?
We're doing great. We are in the blue division, which is the 3rd level down. We just beat Anchor Bay last week, who's a red division, the top division. They always have great talented swimmers, lots of age group swimmers feeding their program, and we were lucky to get a win. Then we had a meet 2 nights ago or tonight actually, with Stevenson, who's a level division, and we took him right down to the wire, but we ended up on the short end.
By just a few points.
Yeah, just like it was 86-82, so which is nothing in swimming. So
that is,
it literally came down to the last relay and the last 2 swimmers.
Yeah.
First place won, second place took last.
Who's standing out so far this year on the team?
We have some really good talented swimmers this year. Our seniors are leading the way. Connor Stone, will be on the podcast as well. He's doing a great job. We expect him to make states in the 50 and 100 freestyle. He's doing awesome. He's our captain. He leads the way, sets a standard every day. We also have a junior, Dylan Havlin. He's kind of new to the sport, where he kind of took off last year. Brand new to the team, a little bit older. Works out like a maniac, and he's doing really well as well, too.